G'day and welcome to today's episode of Hoax Tips. Today I'm going to be talking about indoor training. Recently just got the indoor trainer and Zwift set up and some other programs. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've liked, what I haven't liked, and some of the tips that I've gotten from many people who are much more experienced than me. So today's Hoax Tips rely on the input of some good friends, some contacts and followers. You all know who you are and I really appreciate it. Thanks for your input. So I think this is really relevant at the moment. Many of us have been setting up the new setups because of the isolation rules that are in place, and we think soon we might not be able to ride outside at all if it gets worse. So currently, with the rules being you can go outside to do exercise and you can't have any social gatherings of more than 2 people that don't live together, the trainer is the way to go. So the first thing to set up your pain cave, your man cave, whatever it is, make sure you've got a setup you really like. Invest in a good TV, a good trainer, a good bike. If you're going to spend some time in here doing it, do it well. Do it well and enjoy it. Don't forget to set up an iPad to watch some movies, the trainer programs that you want to get on and get involved in. Make it all worthwhile, especially that iPad. You can do your trainer and your interval sessions, but if you're going to want to do your recovery sessions indoors as well, make sure you've got something you can watch Netflix on, movies, download some old races and really get into it. As I mentioned a few episodes ago, you need that recovery. Part of getting stronger is resting. So don't forget to rest when you're stuck indoors having to ride on the trainer all the time. All right, make sure you wear something that's good quality and comfortable. You're going to be sitting in that position for an hour or two and you don't move like you do outdoors. So one tip is to get out of the saddle every 10 or 20 minutes. Make sure you get a bit of movement going on. But don't wear your old kits that are all a bit worn out. Wear something that's comfortable and it's going to work. The best is probably that pair of Nicks that's got a small rip in it, and you can still wear it sitting on the trainer because the rest of it's great, but you probably wouldn't wear it outside. Me personally, I've been pulling out all my matchy undershirts, Nicks, socks, caps that go together. When I feel good, I do good and I get more out of the training. So thank God the days of having to stare at the garage wall are over. So choose a platform that you really want to get into. I've so far tested Zwift, Sufferfest. I've got a 1 month free to get onto Trainer Road. I'm going to try that. And if I can figure out how to get Full Gas to work on my Mac laptop, I'll give that a go. But choose something you really get into, to do the intervals, to do the work, and really get the most out of it while you're indoors. So my personal favourite is Sufferfest. I really like the videos that they have of the real races. Some of them's just footage and you get to watch it, and that's more interesting. But the ones where you're actually part of the peloton is really quite exciting, so I'm sticking to those. But another idea with Zwift, which Sufferfest can't do, is that you can have meetups and you can ride with buddies. So you can create those rides that we were doing outside in groups, and you can have them as a meetup on Zwift. The best way to add that social interaction, like I don't know about you, but one of the things I love about riding and riding in groups is the social interaction. So start a video chat with everyone that you've got in the meetup, or at least half a dozen or a dozen of your buddies that you would normally ride with, that would be out on the road with you, having those chats. Put them in a video chat. You can see the stand there. I put my iPad in the stand. Use that to communicate and make a real social interaction ride. So the video chat you can use can be WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, Zoom, anything you like, but get a video chat going with the Zwift meetup and see how you go. The other thing you want to do is make sure that your bike is fitted and secured properly. So I had a problem when I first put the Propel on, that it wasn't balanced, and so my saddle was slightly tipping up, and that was giving me numb parts. Not fun. So when I figured out how to have it balanced and set up properly, now I can sit on it and I don't get the same problems. It feels a lot more like out on the road where I like my saddle to be level. The other thing you got to do is make sure it's secured in properly. A buddy of mine just cracked his chainstay with his quick release not holding his bike in properly, and it's got a nasty crack in it. So either that's a bad day because it's a crack, or it's a good day because it's new bike day. Good luck with it, Pete. Right, another tip about what to wear on the bike. Well, it's up to you. I like to wear an undershirt. I do get hot, I tend to sweat a lot, but the undershirt soaks it all up. You also want to keep a towel draped over the bike and the headset. The last thing you want is your sweat getting into the stem and headset on your bike, and the mount where it holds your bars, and corrosion, especially if you've got alloy bars and a carbon stem. That combination can create corrosion at a quicker rate than anything else. So keep it covered with a towel. And that's it. That's what I've learned so far. That's what I'm going to try and do and try to stick to over the next weeks, months, and however long we're doing this. I can't say I won't get addicted to indoor training, but I do love being outdoors. I do love cornering. I do love testing my bike handling skills, and that's one of my favorite things. So I'm probably always going to prefer outside, but just has been fun setting up this setup, getting a new toy, and having some fun indoors. Stay safe out there and safe riding.